Part 1: The Night Watcher. When I moved into my grandmother's old Victorian house, I wasn't expecting much beyond creaking floors and a nostalgic sense of loss. The house sat on the edge of a dense forest, one my grandmother often described as alive. As a kid, I thought her stories of whispering trees and watching shadows were just fairy tales. But now, living there alone, those stories began to feel heavier. The first night was uneventful, just me unpacking and settling into the eerie quiet. The house was old, and every groan of the wood felt exaggerated in the silence. Around 2:33 a.m., I woke up to an unexpected sound, tapping. It was faint and rhythmic, coming from the bedroom window overlooking the backyard. I froze in bed, staring at the curtain. The sound wasn't frantic or random, it was deliberate, almost as if it were beckoning me. I wanted to pull the curtain back, but something deep in my gut screamed not to. Instead, I lay there, heart pounding, until the tapping stopped. When morning came, I told myself it was just a branch in the wind, even though the night had been perfectly still. The following day, I searched the yard, but there were no overhanging branches near the window. It didn't add up, but I brushed it off, unwilling to spiral over what was likely nothing. That evening, the house felt heavier somehow. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the quiet grew oppressive. Desperate for distraction, I decided to sort through my grandmother's belongings in the attic, a place that had always creeped me out as a kid. The attic was filled with dust-covered furniture and boxes. While digging through a stack of photo albums, I found a diary I didn't recognize. The handwriting inside was jagged, unlike my grandmother's neat script. The entries were short and disjointed. The eyes are watching again. The tapping keeps me awake. Always at the window. It's getting closer every night. The last entry sent chills down my spine. If you hear it, don't look. I slammed the diary shut and fled the attic, my nerves completely rattled. That night, I stayed in the living room with every light on. But when the clock hit 2:33 a.m., the tapping returned. This time, it wasn't just at the bedroom window. It moved, tapping at one window, then another, circling the house like something was searching for a way in. My chest tightened as I sat frozen, clutching my phone. And then, the tapping stopped. The silence was worse. I gathered my courage and whispered, "Who's there?" The answer came immediately in a low, guttural voice from just outside the window. "I see you."